Welcome, beautiful Paris Saint Germain family. In today's video, I'll be going through basically all the biggest clubs in Europe's top 5 leagues, and I will take one player from every single team. And obviously, the player I pick, it will most likely not be their best player. It will just be the player that I would take to Paris Saint Germain to fix a problem, a solution to Paris Saint Germain. So, first of all, Manchester City. Who would I take from City? Here we have the starting lineup. It could obviously still be a bench player. Who would I take? Ederson? No. Diaz? No. Nunes? No. Guardiol? I like Guardiol. I like Aitnori. Rodri? Ooh. The thing with Rodri, he's a bit cooked. The big ACL last season, now injured once again until the next international break. Reinders, Foden, Cherki, Marmoush, Haaland. Look, I love Dembouz's false nine, but if the opportunity of getting Haaland ever came, I would take Haaland. Imagine having Dembouz, Kvara as the wingers, playmaking to Erling Braut Haaland in the center. And I love Cherki, man. I've always wanted Cherki at PSG, but the two players I've always wanted at PSG in recent time have been Khvicha Kvaratskhelia, Erling Braut Haaland. We got Khvicha. It's time to get Haaland in the future. It would be a dream. We obviously were linked with him when he was at Dortmund. Went to replace Mbappe with Holland. Leonardo, genius move. But I would take Erling Braut Haaland from Manchester City. Moving on to Bayern München. Who would I take from Bayern? I love Opa, man. Opa is the player that I've always wanted Opa Meccano at Bayern. Now that we got Zabarnia, I guess it's less. Not that Opa has become worse or something, but you know, we have Zabarni. It's less of a position we have to fix on too much. Leimer, no. I like Pavlovic. The thing with Pavlovic is still a bit early. You know, it was just last season he got injured, and company didn't trust him. Playing Goretzka all the time, like I wouldn't take Kane, I wouldn't take Diaz, like Musiala and Ulisela. It's between one of those three. Musiala, Upamecano, or Olise. This is really tough, man. I would take. You know what? Let's remove Opa. It's between Olise and Musiala. I would take Olise. I like more Olise. I would take Olise. I would take Mikel Olise from Bayern München. Then, you know, Due is versatile, so that's not an issue. They can compete for that spot. Olise can also play in the central number 10 position, maybe even in the midfield. Gives us more option. Yeah, I would probably take Mikel Olise from Bayern München. Moving on to Chelsea. I think it's pretty straightforward because the thing with Chelsea is like Cole Palmer is here and everyone else is here. I don't think anyone matches him really. And we are looking for a right winger. As I mentioned before, Due is versatile. Palmer is also versatile, can play in the central areas. I think this is a really easy one. I'll take Cole Palmer from Chelsea. Can skip Paris Saint Germain. Real Madrid. The thing with Madrid, I've been asked this question before, so it's like I already have an answer to it, and it's probably one between Arda Güler and Dean Huijsen. We're linked to Arda Güler before. Right winger, right footed playmaker, baller. Ray Arda Güler really highly. Huijsen, another player that we linked to before, his ball playing ability, height as well. It's between Güler and Dean Huijsen. We have Pacho. I would take Güler. I would take Arda Güler from Real Madrid. Really straightforward. Liverpool FC. Konate, obviously, we're linked to. Tika, I love Ekitike. But I'll probably take Wirtz. I'd take Wirtz. Another simple, easy one. Florian Wirtz, I mean, amazing. He could play as the false nine. He could play as instead of the Fabian Ruiz role, baller. Can also play off the left as well. I mean, it's easy. Florian Wirtz from Liverpool FC, I would take. Next up is FC Barcelona, Catalonia. And this, once again, is one I've thought of before. I like Kubarsela, similar to Dean Huijsen. Great ball playing ability. But I think it's between Pedri and Yamal. The issue with Yamal, like, if it's his irritating personality, ego, narcissism. Those are the reasons I would not take Yamal. But if we're strictly talking football, it's obviously between him and Pedri. Yamal right winger, just like the Palmer Olise I mentioned before. Pedri, oof. Because then we would just, I would move Vitinha up, because Vitinha plays better than Pedri in like the offensive 8 position. Better shooting, better. I would even say, I don't know about playmaking, but I like Vitinha more higher up. I'll play Pedri, João Neves pivot instead. Ooh, it's a really tough one. It's a really tough one. It's between one of those two. I guess Yamal. No, you know what? I want to stick to my argument. I never want to have Yamal at this club, even in a hypothetical. But it's between one of them two. We'll leave it at that. But I don't want to say Yamal. Let's say Pedri, just for the. But it's between one of them. Fuck man, Yamal. I mean, I don't understand why he makes it so hard to like him, man. Like as a person, you don't want to be just. Moving on to Arsenal FC. Who would I take from Arsenal FC? I guess Saka. Zubimendi, we were linked to him before. Yeah, I only see Saka. Yeah, simple. I would take Bukayo Saka, just like I've talked before. Because the thing is, one thing a lot of people don't realize about Desiree Doué is actually an offensive 8. He can also play on both wings, can play as a false 9, just extremely versatile ball. Like, we're looking for an action right winger. Like, Dembouz, he's an action right winger, but now we're playing him as a false 9. So, I would take Saka once again. It's a lot of right wingers so far. Next up is Manchester United. We were linked to Lenioro before. I like Amad Diallo a lot. I like Sisqo a lot as well. I'll probably take Lenioro. Plus, I see Lenioro potentially in the future coming to PSG. You know, French, we linked to him before, right-footed. I guess we have to be Lenioro. Cunha, Sisqo, Diallo good as well. Maybe Cunha. Extremely versatile as well. I need a Brazilian attacker at Paris Saint Germain. But it's probably Lenioro for Manchester United. Last but not least, Atletico Madrid. It's supposed to be a Griezmann here or a Sørloth instead of Fabian Ruiz. But I think Atletico Madrid, once again, is a really simple one because we have been linked with him before he went to Atletico Madrid. I know Barrios is a great talent coming up from Atletico Madrid, but it's really simple. It's Julian Alvarez, robbed off the top 30 nominations of the Ballon d'Or. I don't know. I just like Alvarez a lot. Great person, great baller. Champions League nights, World Cup nights. You know, he got that pressure in him. He loves that pressure. And I would take Julian Alvarez from Atletico Madrid. Really straightforward. You guys let me know in the comments down below. What player would you take from these clubs to Paris Saint Germain? That's been it from boy PSGINT. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. And as usual, allez, Paris.